Hey everybody, it's Jane Johnston with the Bar Hill Group at Remax Camosun, host of Vancouver Island Time. And I'm here today on He Said, She Said, They Said with...
Hey everybody, it's Andrew Plank with LePage. Great to be here yet again.
How are you doing?
I am doing well, yeah. Good week last week. And it's funny, it's a funny time in the business. It's that sort of, things are starting out in the spring, but I think everybody's trying to figure out what's going to happen next.
We got a lot of calls on the weekend for buyers wanting to see properties. And so my colleague Jenna was showing people around. I'm currently not in Victoria. I'm out on the road.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm at a business mastermind session and my phone was ringing off the hook. I was trying to stay focused so hard.
Jane Johnston Roadshow. Should be doing little clips from your distant. Hey, by the way, everybody, let's all give Jane a big rousing happy birthday, because
yeah,
her birthday last week. And we should probably sing her happy birthday. So come on, everybody, join me. Ready? No, we're not going to do that to you. You've come here for real estate, and you don't want to hear me sing.
Okay, funny story though. I got carded last week.
Oh, awesome.
For seniors. Yeah.
I can see that happening to me. But you? Come on.
The lady's like, are you like over 55? I said, yeah. She goes, it's Seniors Wednesday.
Wait a sec. You're over 55?
I'm 57.
Oh my God, Jane, you look amazing.
Don't I?
Yeah.
Anyway. Okay. So we're here today on the last day of February. And then next week, we'll go into a full detailed analysis of what's going on. We're just going to do something short today because I'm at a meeting and Andrew's got a busy day ahead of him. So let's talk about what's going on. Andrew.
Sure, I'll take the top here. So Market Watch, this is the stats that the Real Estate Board puts out. And in terms of new listings in the last week, we had 219. 182 properties went pending, meaning that buyers and sellers came to terms 100% unconditionally agreeing to buy or sell the homes. Price decreases were 16. Price increases, always an odd one, but does happen. And there are reasons, were 6. One property came back on market after being withdrawn or taken temporarily off market. 217 transactions completed. 2 properties expired unsold. Not a lot of properties expiring unsold these days, but they do that. And 3 were withdrawn. Do you want to do our month-to-date stats?
Yeah, and then let's just talk a bit about Ukraine after that. So 672 net unconditional sales over the last 7 days in the board. That is compared to 863. So we're down from last year.
Jane, could you drop our overlay, because I can't see the stats, and I'm sure our watchers, our viewers can't either.
Sure. Hold on.
Bottom stats there. There we go. Thank you.
Okay, so 672 over the past week compared to 863 for the last week of February last year. Mm-hmm. 908 new listings, and that's down from 1,015. So we're down about 10% from last year. Mm-hmm. And active listings were at 879, and that's down from 1,318. And I just want to say, when I look at the top of this and I see new listings are coming on faster than the pending, that's a good sign for the market.
Yeah, it's a good sign that we're going to be bringing up the inventory, which we really need to see more of. This active listings for February 2022 of 879 as of today. That's nothing. There's no inventory really to be had, and that just creates too much competition and really meteoric rise in prices.
So I had an interesting thing happen. I have a house that's coming on the market. We put up the sign because we were going to go live, and it got delayed a little bit. And so I'm getting all sorts of calls on it, but somebody actually canceled the call because of canceled a viewing because of the issues with the Ukraine right now.
Okay. And did they give you a rationale or reason for that?
Well, they were actually
Are your sellers Russian?
no. Well, I don't know where they were from because I just talked to the agent, but the agent said they were from New York. So, but I mean, it was funny because 2 years ago when COVID hit and everything stopped, I turned to my husband and I said, I think we should start renovating our house.
Mm-hmm.
Do what everybody else isn't doing.
No, that's true. I think that I think maybe what you're speaking to is, and I see this all the time when there's a new event in the world, or potential for a big fear event or a real event. That, I mean, this is a real event happening in Ukraine. It's not currently dramatically affecting us here, but there's. I mean, Putin is talking about nuclear arsenals and preparations and so on and so forth. Of course, and this is a strange thing to talk about when we're talking about a war on the other side of the world. But people definitely don't want to put themselves into a situation where if there's a dramatic change in the world economy or world events, that they've made a commitment that they
Can't fulfill.
can't fulfill or can't back out of.
It happened at the beginning of COVID. Like some people tried to see if they could get out of contracts or maybe not move, or they had sold and then they didn't want to buy. So, yeah.
So, I mean, this is interesting too because we were having a conversation with a family member last night about some plans around selling a property, and there's some fears about where she's this is a later in life choice move, and so but there's some fears about let's put it this way. I think that it's motivated by fears of am I going to have enough money for X, Y, and Z to live on if I stay where I am? Am I going to be able to have capacity? And these fears have started to come up and they've started to eat away at this person, and so that makes for a decision or a motivation that's based on fear. And really encourage, and this is our role as realtors, and I've come across this a few times recently, not just family, but with clients as well. And I see this repeatedly with real estate, where I find the worst decisions made are those made out of panic and out of fear.
Yeah. And also, I mean, I guess I sounded a bit callous, but my point is if you are not in fear, if you can be calculated, if you can take the emotion out of the decision, that's what I'm really saying. If you could take the emotion out of the decision. And so when I work with clients, I say, we're going to take it from an emotional to a logical decision.
Right.
What I'm saying is exactly what you're saying, that often what's happening right now is actually some people are wanting to buy and they're not finding the ideal property, but they feel if they don't get into the market, they won't actually get a house or get a condo.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's better to wait until there's more inventory out there.
That's the other side of it. You're either selling out of fear or buying out of fear. And there's been a lot of buying out of fear in the last, year and a half of, if I don't buy now, I won't buy later because I won't be able to afford it. And that's actually been a real fear. And it's come to pass for many, many people I've been working with. That being said, who knows what there should be, there's always changes that make things affordable again in some way or direction, whether that's government intervention or a change in economy or what have you. But buying a horrible house just to get something is not a good solution. Buying without due diligence is not a good solution. One of the solutions that I'm working with clients lately, and I don't know if you're finding the same, is my clients who have been priced out of the market for the home that they were wanting to buy, the first time home purchase, let's say, they're now looking to just buy an investment property in a smaller price point just to get a foothold in Victoria.
Yeah.
And so that at least it at least buffers them somewhat.
Yeah, and I agree in that, but that is a logical decision. because
every logical decision still has emotion behind it, right? And I mean, I've worked with many people who they're almost 90% logical, and you and I are we try to be logical people. Nanu. Live long and prosper. But in the back of it, there's always, people buy emotionally and rationalize it logically. And our job is to really try to parse that out and help people understand, but they're still going to make the decision they're going to make. And we can't stand in the way of that. But I do find that, when people do make those decisions out of fear, if we can help them to understand what their fears are and understand what their motivations are, then maybe they can go into this with eyes wide open and a clearer understanding of what they're doing and a better long-term solution. So there's always a journey to this. That's what I find. It's really uncommon that somebody just says, find me a house, we buy a house, we're done in a week, done. It's a journey.
Unless they're military.
Yeah, that's true.
So do you have any new listings coming up?
Yeah, I've got a new, actually, and speaking of military, I've got a new fully rentable condo. It's actually got a great tenant in it already. So if you're looking for an investment unit, it is up at 1405 Esquimalt Road, which is just off the base. So if there is anyone looking for a home, it's going to be great for someone. You've got someone for it?
No, how many bedrooms?
1 bedroom, in-suite laundry, rooftop patio. It's the Martello.
Oh, yeah.
It's a beautiful rooftop balcony with great water views. The unit itself doesn't have views, but a comfortable little unit. It's about 605 square feet. Price is going in at $429.
They allow dogs there too, right?
I believe they do. I'll have to double check that. And there may be a size or number restriction, but I do believe they allow dogs.
Okay. I've got a 5-bedroom, 2-bath home at the corner of Edgelow and Finnerty. It's on Finnerty. That's going to be coming on Friday at $1,050,000.
That'll be a great listing. Yeah.
So other than that, I do have other listings coming up, but everybody's taking their time.
Yeah. Yeah. I've had a few phone calls, and it's really wonderful to hear from old clients and people I've not heard from. And, we've been doing this for 15, 16 years now coming on. And it's great to hear from people from back in the day and from especially early in the career who call up and say, hey, I'm ready to do something new. I've had a few of those phone calls lately. I will probably have a 2-bedroom, 2-bath heritage conversion unit coming up in the Central Park area.
Okay.
In a while, but yeah, just saying, it's really great to hear from folks from back in the day. All you folks from back in the day.
Okay, so I've got to get back to my meeting. Do you want to tell everybody how they can reach you?
Yeah, so there's a banner at the bottom of the screen here. It says Andrew Plank, my name, and you can reach me at 250-360-6106. That's phone or text. Email me info@andrewplank.com. That's info as in information at andrewplank.com, or check out my website, andrewplank.com. You can notice there's a theme here.
Jane. And if you want to reach me, my name is Jane Johnston. You can reach me directly at 250-744-0775. My email is briarhillgroup@gmail.com, and you can see videos on real estate at briarhillgroup.com, or where these are all housed at vancouverisland.com, where we also have videos on neighborhoods.
Excellent. Hey, Jane, could you move your head just a little to the left and up a bit?
Beam me up, Scotty.
She's got a great hat there.
All right, everybody. Have a great week. Thank you, Andrew, for putting up with me not being in my regular place.
Always happy to.
Okay. Take care.
Bye, everybody.
Next week, we're going to be focusing on the market overview, by the way. So we'll do a full market update. And if you have any questions about where you think the market's going, please send them to us. We're here every Monday morning at 10 a.m. And don't forget to subscribe on YouTube. Okay. Bye.
Bye, Jane. Enjoy your convention or what have you.
Thanks.